The other small cost that was in here, but we had to keep it in our ROI because it was a big factor for our executives, is we no longer have to keep our paper copies in off-site storage. We initially hadn't thought about that expense, but then we went back through the audits in 7 years and how many years we kept all this stacks and warehouses of paper, $7,000 annually. And the final thing that we were challenged with is our American Express portfolio, which is our corporate card portfolio. We were finding that in the manual process, it was hard sometimes to determine if the employees had used their corporate card or a personal card or cash to make a payment to one of the vendors in their travels. On the online tool, you can see immediately how they've made a payment. And what we are doing is we are directing all of the payments that were made on our corporate card portfolio directly back to American Express. So we're reducing the risk of paying the employees for something that's on their Amex card and then having them say, well, I'm a little short on my rent this month, so I'll pay my rent, then I'll let my Amex card go delinquent, and I'll just catch it up later. We are sending funds directly from PB to Amex to cover those corporate card portfolios, and we are significantly reducing our delinquencies in the portfolio, which is having a huge impact on our overall North American Amex cards. Okay, so we knew what we had to do. Now we had to pick a vendor to help us do it. One of the biggest challenges for us when we were starting this process is we had several different ERP systems in 2 different countries. And we needed a vendor that was willing to work with all of those in addition to our HR system. We needed something with a quick ROI. Some of our business cases were coming out to be like a 10 or a 12-year return on investment, and we weren't getting there. My executives were having no part of that. They don't want to talk about something that's going to happen in 10 years. They want to know what's going to happen now. So a lot of our potential vendors were eliminated immediately due to that. And I needed a vendor that was going to work with Pitney and help us reduce the IT involvement. A lot of my costs in the business cases were internal IT costs for integrations and building back and forth platforms, and I really didn't have any money in my budget to allow for additional IT support. I needed something that was really going to be streamlined and simple and where the vendor was going to pick up a lot of the load in that area. So with those things in mind, Certify fit the bill. So in the end, 4th quarter of 2011, we went with Certify.